Hello, Mattoon Middle School Wildcats. My name is Mr. Pugh. I'm the principal here at Mattoon Middle School, and we're getting ready to present a short video on what school's going to kind of look like here come August 17th.
I'm Kristen Kleiss. I'm the assistant principal.
I'm Mr. Fun. I'm the Dean of Students here at the Mattoon Middle School, and we look forward to having you.
All right, guys, what we're going to cover first of all is entering the building on each school today. And we do have designated areas for groups to enter the building safely. Bussers, you will all be coming in the main entrance, just like last year. You'll be getting dropped off at door 1, and all bussers will be getting temperature checks prior to getting on the bus. So you will all be checked. However, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students who are either brought to school by their parents or walk or ride their bike, 6th grade will be coming in door 8, which is the door at the very end of that wing. 7th grade will be coming in door 2, which is the first door at parent drop-off. And 8th grade will be coming in door 3, which is the second door at the end of parent drop-off. What will happen the minute you come in the building is, first of all, we are going to ask that students put on facial coverings prior to entering the building. Ladies and gentlemen, we need your cooperation. We need your help with this, okay? It is an expectation for all students and staff. It is to keep us all safe. So before you even enter the building, we need to see the facial coverings, please. At this time, when you come in, there will be staff members at each door with a table very similar to this. And what they're simply going to do is, as you walk up, they are going to take this thermometer, simply squeeze it, take your temperature, and as long as you're under 100.4, you move on and you're good to go. And it is that quick and that simple. So again, just to go over real quick, door 1 are going to be bussers who have already been checked, which means when you come off the bus, you go straight to your locker, put your things down, grab your zipper binder, then you either go to period 2 or breakfast if that's what you need. 6th grade, door 8, following the same policies and procedures. 7th grade, door 2, and 8th grade, door 3. Okay, so moving on, some of the frequently asked questions and concerns for the feedback we received here at Mattoon Middle School. And before I even move on, I want to let you know just how much we appreciate the communication that our community and our parents have given us to help us through these procedures, because we all want the same thing. We want our kids and our staff in the safest environment while still getting that quality education. So again, I want to say thank you. But unfortunately, before and after school care will not be provided at the middle school. The doors will open at 8:45. We would like to see the kids stagger in, and core classes will not begin until approximately 9 or 9:05. And then dismissal is at 2:15. Breakfast. We are going to be holding breakfast for students and students that want breakfast. What we're going to do is, you can see all these desks that are here behind us. We're still in the process of setup. They will be spaced out throughout this gymnasium, 6 feet apart to social distance, so the students are able to remove their masks and safely consume breakfast. And again, it will be in a throwaway or temporary container so that we are not, we're reducing the chances of contamination that way, is what it boils down to. Next, we did have some questions and concerns on classroom and hallway passing. First of all, we want to point out that an addition this year was there are signs for every single classroom to help students find their way around. Moreover, we have going ahead and lined our hallways to help students stay on each side during passing, again, to eliminate any type of contamination transfer. As far as hall passing, what's going to happen is we are only going to have 50 or less kids in a hall at one time. And the way this is going to work is that passing time is 5 minutes. For every minute, there's going to be 4 kids moving from a classroom. And then they will move on to the next classroom. We'll do that for each minute until all kids have went from one room to the next. So each minute, there will be no more than 50 kids in a hallway as per the CDC guidelines. 3.
All right, the next frequently asked question was about lockers. Students will be allowed to go to their lockers before school to grab their Chromebook out of their locker. They will be allowed to go before lunch to drop that Chromebook and zipper binder off, grab their lunch if they brought it, and then again after lunch to return items and then grab that Chromebook and zipper binder again. And lastly, they'll be able to go after school as well to put everything up and leave the building. As far as decorating lockers goes, we had that question several times. We will allow students to put magnets only in their lockers. This is different from years past. We don't want anything sticky in the lockers. Magnets only. You can get the shelving, the metal shelving that kids put in the bottom. That is okay. But other than that, we're just doing magnets only this year. Teachers will allow time during class to put all those things in their locker. That will be embedded into class time to organize their locker. The next frequently asked question is about student schedules. These are posted on the Parent Pack website. I will also share these via Skyward. The 6th grade schedule is going to be very similar. Each 6th grader will have every class. They're just going to be condensed about to 35 minutes. 7th and 8th grade are going to do a block schedule. We will have A days and B days. On A days, students will go to half of their classes with a 30-minute lunch. On B days, again, students will go to the other half of their classes with a 30-minute lunch. So a kid might have math every other day as opposed to every day. And these classes will be longer, so they will be 64 minutes around there for those classes. And that's 7th and 8th grade only for the block. The next question I'm going to talk about is the blended learning plan. The blended learning plan, hopefully you've filled out this survey that was sent out, I think 2 weeks ago. Those are due on July 30th. And in that survey, parents, you get to pick what schedule will fit your student the best. So the choices on there were Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They could stay all day. You could do Tuesday, Thursday all day. You could do mornings. You could do afternoons. Basically, we want you to choose what's the best fit for your child. There's also an other category if you only want your student here for certain classes, such as reading and math. And again, on July 30th, when all those are due and we can collect all that data, we will be reaching out to individual parents and students to help them come up with the best schedule for your student. So this survey is just kind of an initial, we want to see what you want, what you need, and then from there we will be reaching out after July 30th to come up with an individualized plan for each student, a blended learning plan. If you chose blended or remote learning, what that will look like from home is that each teacher will be able to video or live stream their lessons, and you will be able to access those at home. Your student will be able to access those lessons at home via the internet. Our hope is that we can get all of these on Schoology. However, we're going to have multiple avenues for students to access instruction at home. If you don't have Wi-Fi or internet access at home, teachers will be reaching out to individual students via phone to help guide them through their lessons as well. The next question is about lunch. Students will be allowed to bring their own lunch from home, or there will be options for school lunch. We have 5 designated areas, one of them being the new gym. It will be split in half. Each student will have a desk. We are going to have name tags on the desk so that the same student sits at the same desk, trying to eliminate some of that cross-contamination. The old gym will also be divided in half with desks as well. I think you saw that earlier with breakfast. And then the cafeteria will be, we're trying to have 50 students or fewer in a space for lunch. During lunch, students will be able to take their mask off to eat their lunch. On the way to and from lunch, however, students will be required to wear their masks. Students can use their phones during lunch. However, they will not be able to use their Chromebooks.
Another frequently asked question is about extracurricular activities. Fees will carry over. We are going to follow our IESA guidelines, and we will follow social distancing protocols. And at the moment, all fall sports are canceled for the Mattoon Middle School. Another frequently asked question is about registration and Chromebook pickup. Once you register online through our district website, you will get an email about your Chromebook pickup. The email will come from a do not reply email address. Once you get that, you will set up a time for your Chromebook pickup. Once you set up your time, you'll come into the school, you'll get your Chromebook, and then you will have a tutorial from one of our staff regarding the policy for your Chromebook. If you have any questions or any concerns, please don't hesitate to call them out 2 minutes.
To finish up, ladies and gentlemen, we've had some questions on busing, and what it comes down to is that students riding a bus will be expected to wear a facial covering. And prior to even getting on the bus, temperatures will be checked for every child, and then they will be brought to school. Busing will be happening at the beginning and end of each day. So if you are choosing some type of blended option to where your child is only here part of the day, that transportation will be your responsibility. A very common question that has come across: PE clothes. No. We are not changing this year. We will not be using the locker rooms for now, we'll say, until we kind of get a good understanding of where we're going throughout the rest of the year. Supply list. I have put out a modified supply list, and the reason for that is because I did not want to see our families going out there spending money for supplies for the whole year when we're not even for sure what we're getting into yet. And so that's why we're just going to get supplies as needed this year. For those remote kids and that are staying at home, you will need some supplies for projects. However, I think with that remote learning piece, that you could probably get them as needed based on projects that the teachers are requesting. Water bottles, we are going to ask that students bring water bottles with them, clear water bottles, okay? And in that way they will have something to drink, because we're going to have filling stations of some nature set up, but we're not for sure what that's going to look like, because our first priority is always safety. Last but not least, I know some parents are worried as far as the masks and their children having the masks on for 5.5 hours. I think some people called them breathing breaks. We're actually going to hope that our kids are breathing all day long. So, but what we will be happy to do is offer them a mask break, to where they can go outside, take the mask off for a little bit, take it off, just, I guess, loosen up a little bit. But Yes, that we are looking forward to doing that with our kiddos so that we get through the day. The bottom line is, ladies and gentlemen, we all want the same thing. We want our kids to be as safe as possible with an effective learning environment. And that is exactly what Mattoon Middle School is going to prepare and put together for our kids and for our community. We hope that we answered many of your questions here today. We know that more questions will arise as information comes out. What I will tell you is that we have 754 students. I am committed to speaking with 754 families to help them make a comfortable decision about their child's education. So please, if you have any questions or concerns, call the school or email the administration team, which is on the district website, any questions and concerns, because that is why we are here. I want to say thank you to all of our community members, parents, students, for being so understanding and patient through this very interesting time. And I want you to know that all feedback that has come to us through social media, through questions, through any type of avenue, we have taken very seriously, and it has helped us create this plan for our students. Everybody, have a fantastic end of your summer, and we are so excited to get kids back in our school come August 17th. Thank you very much.